Hello and welcome to the Trade Setup. In this video, we are looking at structure therapeutics. This was a stock analysis request from one of the followers, and I wanted to let you know that anyone can make these requests and I will most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. Now, in the case of this chart, we are looking for what is actually a pretty reliable uptrend, at least until we form this next wave to the upside. Now, I say that because in the case of this chart, we have to really look for the uptrend from the all-time low point, which is actually quite recent. So I could really look for this and say that, okay, a wave 1 up is what we have here, then a wave 2 down, and we even can check the support zone for such an interpretation. And we held the support zone successfully. We even pushed higher and even broke above it. Now we can also check the resistance area. And again, we managed to break above it. Now, this isn't a very significant break. We did actually end up below it every single time so far. But regardless of that, we can still look for continuation to the upside. At the moment, there is a risk that this wave 2 could technically reset. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. At this very moment, we are still pretty much in resistance and we could still turn around and push higher even in this moment. Now, what I want to point out before we get into the shorter time frame, we have a realistic possibility of forming here a third wave to the upside. But we have to keep in mind that once we have here this movement complete, even if we push as high as the ideal target for the wave 3, it realistically could still be a correction within this overall downtrend that has been developing, where it really could be a fourth wave that is unfolding in this area. And in that case, I would be looking for resistance here, and let's use the blue interpretation for the bearish scenario, between the $19 level all the way up to the $34.5 level at a 61.8% retracement. Now, if we manage to break that level, the probabilities for the uptrend actually shift in the bullish favor, but we also have to be aware that realistically, a three-wave move in this area could still be just an ABC pattern, other than what we have here in white as the 1-2 setup that we are looking for. Could also turn out to be an ABC movement to the upside. Now, if I were looking for a target for the wave C, assuming that we bottomed here in the wave B, it would be at the 100% extension at the $34.2 level. Now, that is very, very much in confluence with the 61.8% retracement that we have as at the actual end of the resistance area for this wave C. And for the overall interpretation, where this is a 1, this is a 2, third, a fourth, and then a fifth to still follow. Now, if we manage to actually break out and push higher to the ideal target of the wave 3, that is at the $46 level, and that is at the 138.2% extension. If we manage to get there, we will most likely pretty much decline any probability or most probabilities for an interpretation such as the blue scenario. Now, it won't turn this chart completely bullish, but that would be greatly prosperous basically for what is happening here in this chart. Now, moving here into the shorter time frame, within this third wave or the wave C, we don't know at the moment, we are in both cases looking for a 5-wave move to develop to the upside. So here we could say that we have a wave 1 up, then a wave 2 down, and then within this third wave to the upside, there are multiple interpretations in this area. This could be a 1-2, 1-2, a third wave could be even complete, and then we could be looking for a fourth and then a fifth wave to the upside to still continue this uptrend. Now, internally within this wave 3, there is no confirmation that it actually is complete. The structure internally is a bit hard to read. I would need a 5-wave move structure in this case, and it is actually quite difficult to find such a structure complete in this case, and maybe like a 1-2, then this a third wave up, and then we would need a couple more 4-5 patterns to complete this movement. But if we were to look at the larger idea where we were looking for an ideal target for the wave 3, we can actually see that yeah, we reached it, and that is appropriate. In no, just one time we actually reached it, and we already yeah pushed back lower. But what I would be most focused on, if you're interested in the closest area of support for direct continuation to the upside, I would really need to look at maybe yeah, really something like this, where the first level of support would be the $24.8 level. But I cannot really give you a confirmation that maybe this wave 2 is resetting until we actually invalidate a scenario where this could be developing as a diagonal structure within the wave C, and then this would be a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and then within the third wave to the upside here we have an ABC structure that has developed. And in that case I would have to allow for the support to go all the way down to the 61.8% retracement. So this larger idea of support that we will even label here on the chart would be between the $24 level down to the $21 level. Now I'm not confirming that this is a diagonal structure. It could very well complete as an impulse. It's just that yeah, within this internal wave 3 there it is pretty hard to have an actual count that would provide high reliability support zones, and that is why I can provide you an intermediate support zone that if you really are interested in entering for continuation within this wave 3, you can do that in this area. But really the invalidation, or not even the invalidation, the area where the probabilities start shifting that yeah, this movement to the upside is failing would be below the 61.8% retracement here. And for now, there isn't really much else to add. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.